Here is a hike I took Sunday evening, this last weekend. Here's Apache Junction, Gold Canyon. I started from my backyard like I normally do, and I went up here. Now there's a ridge line up here. I've been on the ridge line before, but I went it this way. It's quite dark over here, and what I wanted to do, there was two things I wanted to do. One was take some pictures of the stars. I started at about what time? Almost 5 o'clock, and ended about almost, well, 9:30, 8:30, 8:30. Yeah, I think that's right. 4:16, 16 from 7, 9:30. Finished about 9:30. So it wasn't very fast. 1.8 miles an hour. I took a lot of pictures, though. You'll see. About 40 or 50, I can't remember. And I went about 8 miles, not super long. I've taken this before and done and come down this way. Let me show you that real quick. But let me show you the other issue. The other issue was someone mentioned on Facebook that they saw a peak. And at one time, I used to see that. I used to live up here, and you used to see the peak. You couldn't see Flatiron very well, but there was a peak down here you could see pretty well. It's farther down here. Over here, this is Picket Post Mountain right there, and here's the mountain that I think we're seeing from there. And I took some pictures. Here's one picture of the peak that we were looking at. Here is a peak I thought at one time was Picket Post, but it's not. And here's the other picture of Picket Post. This is Picket Post. As you can tell, it's a lot flatter than the other one. Yeah, here's the what I think is Mineral Mountain, and I think that's what we're seeing from up there. I actually did a compass reading. Here's the compass reading I did for Mineral Mountain. It was for what I think is Mineral Mountain, but I'm not sure about it. And I also did one for Picket Post. Now here's Picket Post Mountain, and you can see that from the same location. I went to the same location that it was seen on the Facebook, and so let's see that one. And here's the picture of the compass reading I got for Picket Post. Sometimes with a cell phone they're not super accurate, but I was within a couple degrees, I'm sure. So you can see there's quite a bit apart. They're about the same mileage, some points to 16, 17 miles, something like that. I think Picket Post a little bit longer, but not much. And it was all viewed right here. I was told some pictures were taken from here, and the pictures you saw were taken right here. This is all paved road up to well, I think it's right here. This paved road up to here. So this might be off just a little bit, but that's about where I took the pictures. And yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. So anyway, I wanted to see which one was which. I think this is Mineral Mountain, but I'm not positive. There are other mountains down here the peak could be, but it's one with looks kind of like a pointed side, and but it's interesting. And well, you saw that there, the first one. Okay. Anyway, like I say, I've been up here a couple times before. One time I did. Take a look at that. This is the Cougar Trail from Powerline. Now this is a long one. I went wrapped all the way around. I went up this way, and because to avoid the dust. But anyway, that's why I went down here to avoid it. And this was, if I remember, this is about 10 miles. And then I followed the same path here, but I went up to the ridge line. This other time I wanted some darkness and went up here. It was kind of interesting though. There was a party when I went up here Sunday on top of the hill here, and they had the stereo blasting and I don't know what they're doing up there, but it sounded like it was fun. So anyway, let's look at some others here. Now this time I went up there, the ridgeline as well, as I'd been before, but I just wrapped around. I didn't go over to Gold Canyon, well, at least Kings Ranch Road there. So, and here's another one I did, again avoiding the thing, and went up basically a little bit different, but up to that hill. And let's see, we got one more here. I think this is basically the same kind of thing. Went up one up here, this is Peralta Road here, went up Peralta Road and we're in the ridgeline. So those are the ones I've done in the past. I hope you enjoy the pictures, some of the pictures, and I'll make some comments about them as I show. So anyway, I will be posting this also on Facebook, but I'll post it on YouTube because some people don't have Facebook. We won't say who. Okay, let's fly it. It says here, it goes boom, and it goes boom. So again, I started from my backyard here, and we'll speed it up some so it wouldn't take too long. Now this is all paved. It's all paved up to here. Right there is the gate, I think. And you have to go around here because this is fenced off. I wanted to stay away from the road because there was a lot of traffic on and a lot of dust, as I mentioned. And as you saw in some of those pictures. So I went up here. Now I did, coming back, I got sidetracked here. I think I went up this way, but I did miss it a little bit there. But then followed this up. Let's speed it up a little bit more. And we'll stop right here. Now, as I showed you before, I have gone up to here. Well, I came down this way one time when I was up on the ridgeline. Came down this way, but there was a bunch of people partying, like I said, and they had lights. They had 5 or 6 lights going on, and you could hear it all the way over here. It's not that far, but I was out there for peace and comfort and rock and roll. Well, you know, it's nice music. Anyway, so let's continue. Not a big deal. Like I said, trying to get some pictures with the camera. It was really kind of neat though. And right on the way, in fact on the way up, I think it was right about here. Well, let's back up a little bit. Right here, at this gully right here, there was a bunch of cows. And it was dark by the time I got here. And there were 2 eyes. I'll show you this picture here. I'm watching you, but luckily for me, the cow mooed, so I knew it was a cow. There were 2 eyes. It almost looks like a car in that picture, doesn't it? But it wasn't, and I saw a lot of eyes. Some I actually saw a fox, and I'll post a video. I didn't take a video of it, but hiking up there I saw a fox, beautiful tail. It wasn't a coyote, it wasn't anything, but I spotted it with the eyes. The eyes were a lot closer than the cow's eyes, which was really interesting. And then I saw some other critters' eyes because of my headlamp. It really shined. You could see the 2 white specks, as you saw on the cow eyes. But from other critters, and I'm not sure what they were, but there were 2 of them, and their eyes were a little bit farther apart. They might have been rabbits or something, I don't know. But it was interesting, and and I I think I don't know. It could have been cougars up there for all I knew stalking me, but it was really fun, and I had a good hike and got some pictures. Didn't get my pictures of the stars, but did get a pictures of some other things, and I hope you like these. Here I'm hiking up a road. I wanted to eventually get to a ridgeline up there, but I missed the turnoff, I think. And did see a gray fox though. That was cool. Beautiful tail. And there's the city. Maybe if I turn off the lights you can see the city a little bit. Yeah, maybe not. But yeah, and the stars are out. Gonna get a little bit darker, but the light from the city is incredible. I don't know if you can see those stars, but they're kind of neat. Anyway, that's where I am. And we're back. This is Peralta Road, and then came back down Peralta Road. We're going awful slow, so I'll speed it up here. This time I stayed right on Peralta. Well, I got off on the side there, but it didn't avoid the dust that much. But there wasn't a lot of traffic at 9 o'clock, so I appreciate that. Here I am hiking out of my backyard. Boy, look at that. Isn't that a beautiful antenna? I don't know why the homeowner association allows that, but I think I want to get one like it too. Here's a couple of shots of the mountains around us and the association. And there's Flatiron and 5024, and of course the Superstition Peak. Also, when I was hiking up Peralta Road on the side there, I noticed a golf ball. I didn't even pick it up, but somebody's been playing golf at that direction. And of course, here's the whole mountain range farther up Peralta Road. There were a couple of birds out doing their thing, and as it starts to get darker, this is kind of nice. You know, when the mountains turn red, it's time to drink, unless you're out hiking and then you drink water. Anyway, this shows you how dusty the road can be, but it makes for a beautiful sunset, don't you think? And I like this one. This was the Saguaro. Beautiful. Anyway, as it's getting darker and darker and darker, I had to use them. Now, those two lights right there, that's a car. Not a, but later on, you know, is when I saw the cow. Then I took a flash picture of this. I thought it was intriguing how the saguaros connected, at least their limbs did. And nice sunset, really gorgeous out there. Liked it a lot. And on the way back, well, let me show you this here. This is a couple more shots. And another weird looking cactus. I thought that was kind of neat, right? An old cactus at one time, I guess. I assume that's what it was. Here's the lights of the city as it's getting super dark and darker. And then on the way back, there's a little bit more of the city there, you can see. And then on the way back, we saw Christmas decorations in the neighborhood. And kind of nice. Took different shots of the same shot there. But then there's another neighborhood lights and one more lights, which was kind of neat because that was on the wall. Also, my time wasn't too bad. Here's the breakdown of my time. So I hope you enjoyed the pictures. I'll be posting these on Facebook as well. So anyway.